She got a word too, that That's a nice
Oh, she did.
On that, you said on that couch?
She feel good there.
Me neither. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
What girl to get me in these order?
Oh man. Okay, baby, ready?
I need microphone.
So look right there. Aren't you beautiful?
Yes, she is.
I remember her.
Yeah.
I remember her
Yeah, I like her. I love her.
versus her.
So just to let you all know, we are going to stream live on our page, and I'm honored to have you here. Hey everybody, it's Soul Art Community's daughter, and I'm here with Pastor Rhonda Henderson today, my sister, my friend, and I would say somebody in the ministry that I have watched grow. And now I'm in a position to sit here and say, girl, let's take a moment.
You got it.
First and foremost, I just want to thank you for coming to the Selfie Museum, and thank everyone who came out with you to come to the Selfie Museum today. Tell us a little bit, how did we get to this journey? When did we discover that we had a journey to go on?
Oh, April of this year. April. It really started 2 years ago, but we discovered and honed in on it in April, and it began in May.
So we start this journey. What do we call our journey?
You know what? I never named it. I just say the journey. I never really say, if anybody knows me, I never really say the C word. Like my post today. Take away everything that's not like God. I really try not to put it in the atmosphere.
Awesome. May I ask you a question that most people may be afraid to ask?
Of course.
How did you know something was different inside of you?
At night, the pain would wake me up in my legs, in my feet, and my legs swelled for over 2 years. My doctors kind of thought it was just some regular swelling, but it continued and it would not go away. It would not go away for 2 years consistently. I knew something was wrong. And at first he had me convinced that it was just legs and feet. Nothing could really be wrong with legs and feet, but yeah, that's how it began, swelling.
So many times in our community, we do not identify with things that go wrong. And like you said, you could have almost been convinced. May I ask the next question?
Of course.
Because they downloading in me. Because I feel like your story is gonna help people stop taking medical advice for just that,
Right.
and make them dig a little deeper, right? So you identified what was going on, and you understood in your body what was different.
In my own body. Right.
How did you explain that? Because so many times it's hard to explain, this feels like this, or that isn't right. So how did you go about that?
Well, the pain that I experienced inside of my legs, you could not touch it, but it was almost like I consistently say contractions for women who experience childbirth. There is like contractions nonstop. Again, the pain is excruciating, and it seemed like it would only come at night when I laid down. But to touch my legs or feet, you couldn't. It didn't hurt, but it was internal. It was internal. But you gotta know your body. You gotta know your body, and I believe if we know our body, we know when it's not right. We know when something is not right. And he kept telling me I was okay, but I knew something was.
Were there times when you were like talking to your doctor where you felt like your voice, did you like need someone to help explain that? Did you have a support system around you to make sure that?
I know a lot of nurses, but of course when I went to the doctors I was by myself, but it took April that I just got fed up and I went to the doctors. I did a drive-by.
What is a drive-by? Hold on now. Pull up.
I went to the doctors and I was let through the back door instead of the front door. And I was put in the office, and he didn't know I was coming. And when he got to me, and he came into the room, mind you, this is my doctor over 20 years, and my feet were so big that, I mean, when he looked at them, he looked like he saw a deer in headlights. And that is when he finally took me serious and gave me a script to go get some testing. And within that week, of testing. I became after a week of a biopsy, a renal scan, and an ultrasound. When those results came back a week later, I was a patient at Roswell. And Roswell to this day tells me it was good that I advocated for myself.
And that's the part that I think out of your whole story that we're going to discover and continue this journey with you is important that you remind people to advocate for their health. What about men? When we think of the C word and you were at Roswell, did you see men around or was it just women?
No, it was men too. It was men. Not, I don't think as many, but almost like church, the women just outdo the men all the time. But it was several men there.
And the reason I ask that is because many times in that area, I've been told that men don't go to the doctors as much, but it's still a learning process. If you were to look into that camera and talk to a man and a woman, what would you say to them about getting to know your body and advocating for yourself?
I believe we already know our body. We have to sometimes accept what God allows. We think it's the devil sometimes, but the Bible says that warning comes before destruction. And you have to go see about yourself. You have to be proactive in your own life, not everybody else's. And a lot of times you can catch things early.
Early detection.
Early detection.
Now,
You could not tell me.
come on.
You could have never told me. 2 years ago, I was at Roswell every single day with my sister. Every day until she closed her eyes, until I took her out in that bag. You never could have told me that I would be there a year after.
And that's what I was going to ask you now. Is there anyone in your family? Because so many times this journey that people have taken can be hereditary, we're told. And you said you do have a sister who was there.
Yeah, she passed away, but the disease that I have actually is rare. It's not even found in our culture.
Come on,
So
peculiar
it's-
people. Talk to us
yeah.
about that.
So, like I tell people, I never look for a pity party. I just was like, really, God? I just believe that everything that He does with me is like none other. It's been that way all my life. And so, if I had to get something, He would give me something that nobody else has.
And knowing that it is rarity, can you just explain to us? Because many times we don't, we see people with diseases or things that go on and we don't understand them. What is your understanding of what you're going through?
Amyloidosis is a rare disease that attacks only your main organs. It causes your body, whatever organ that it chose to attack, your main organs only, it produces abnormal protein, right? So mine, it chose the kidney. But through the grace of God, through all that I've gone through so far, my kidneys are still functioning.
Come on now.
It's
Amen.
still functioning. And the protein, although it leaked over 2 years of, going back and forth saying something's wrong, it did enough damage to my blood, to my bone marrow. But thanks be to God, it took another alternative route route and missed my kidneys, and it went through the urine. And so all the protein in my body is abnormal, and so that's why I have to have a bone marrow transplant next month.
And that's what we want to talk about today. So for many of you who are either watching or in the room today, giving is a different idea when you don't even know how important it is to give. You're not just giving to a person when you're supporting my sister, my friend. You're actually also supporting the fact that we need to do more research about what's going on in our bodies. So many areas in our community, we talk about the underdevelopment of environmental studies or health studies and things of that nature. And what I would love to see is that we pour in to the opportunity for you to support the study and the health and the outcome. So that's what we're here today. So there's still ways that you can donate. There's still ways that you can support. Can you tell us, if you don't mind, can we have your Cash App?
$ Total Healing 23 for me.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Total healing, $ total healing for me. Mine would have been like, take a solar moment. I ain't playing, okay? Y'all better send me $1 today like a star, you know? But I mean, that says a lot, because when you're totally healed, you're able to help someone else to heal. Can we go there for a second? When you hurting on the inside, what that look like when it come out on the outside?
For me, I think it's different. It's not that I cover up. Today was a rough day for me, believe it or not.
But you look good.
I'm all right. You know, I'd have done better than this, but that's just who I am. But today was a rough day. My left side spazzed since the entire day, since I've been up nonstop. Again, like a woman in contractions, just spaz, and I'm like, And a lot of times people don't see that because I'm normally at home. And then I never want to look like what I've been through, but that's been my whole life, no matter what, even before this. And it's not that I hide it, but it's almost like God allows me to have my bad days behind the scenes.
Behind the veil.
Behind the veil. But there are some days that I can hardly make it from the couch to the bathroom, and I have to sit. But I endure. You know, the Bible says endure hardship like a good soldier. This too shall pass. Not all sickness is unto death. So just because I may not look it, but I am. I mean, you know, in doctors' terms and medical terms, I'm very sick. When your body does not produce red blood cells anymore, when your body does not produce platelets, and you have hardly no white cells which fight off diseases, that's sick.
You know, I gotta tell the truth to shame the devil. She walked in here with a smile on her face. She walked in here like you would have never known your day, and I gotta look at them because I can't look at you and say this, not y'all personally, but into your cameras who are listening. And some of us don't have half as much going on the inside of us. So with love and kindness have I drawn thee, right? And I was so drawn to you even more today because you didn't have to be here. You didn't have to show up. You could have said thank you guys, right? But that's not what you did. You pressed past. So that love and kindness is going to definitely, like, just, I'm telling you, gonna go a lot, gonna go very far. I want to ask you one more question.
Of course.
Ministry wise, like, you one of those soldiers.
It's beyond a sermon. It's beyond a sermon. This is beyond 3 points in the take home. I just see my next place is advocating, promoting health for us. We you know, sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with it because y'all know me, I like to look good, but you got to look good from the inside out. You got to make sure the inside is right. And I learned never to say, not me, never. You never could have told me. You just never could have told me. But yeah, this too shall pass.
If you had to tell someone in ministry that is going through their own form of hardship, right? Because we do separate. We think that if you a superstar, your life is not the same. My mom over there, y'all think she got the radio station, so she just don't have, you know, like, y'all think the different levels, you know, it just comes with nothing because you don't see it.
No, we're not exempt. We're not exempt.
You sure? Because I'm telling you, the last time I saw the multi-million-dollar preacher, he was up there and he was like,
we're not exempt.
Hold on, what about the $1 million person that was over there?
Not exempt.
Girl, the Ferrari guy, he was wild.
You can't pay this up. We don't have enough money in the bank account. They can't make enough money.
I'm getting $1,000 line.
Nah. You gotta believe in something. Whatever your higher power is, you gotta believe that it's gonna get you through. But you know, me as a believer in Christ is what I believe in. He's gonna get me through. I'm not exempt from the person out there. We're gonna go through, even if it's not sickness, we're gonna go through financial difficulties, physical, mental, spiritual, you know, psychological, all of that stuff. We are not exempt from going through anything, but the benefit in being a believer is you coming out.
Listen, I don't know how many of y'all believe that, but I know I'm a believer that we are coming out, and I'm so grateful that you're reminding people. And I like what you said. I know you got books coming, but a chapter is called, it's more than a sermon. Like, anybody gonna read that chapter 3 times? Because it becomes more than a sermon. It's not just about getting up in a pulpit or behind it. But I like the fact that you said you're going into advocacy, you know, to supporting other people, and I love that. What other message can we just have the people, as you're getting ready to go into the next level of your journey, what can we do to help make that more comfortable?
Just what y'all been doing the whole time, just being here, supporting me, you know, putting on things like this just to, you know, bring awareness to those who couldn't make it today, but are able to see that this is real. This is real. I think that God probably chose me too because, you know, I'm well known, but not exempt. Like Rhonda, like sometimes I still, you know, I still don't believe it, but I believe it. But I still believe him too. When I can't trace him, I still trust him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Y'all, she gonna have some powerful words. I know she already in SLB, graduated 3 times from it, but you know.
You know, I know we can't add or take away from the Bible, but I believe I'm that next chapter. I'm that 21st century Job. I believe that, you know, not everything comes from the devil, but just in case it did, he had permission to do this to me. Because God trusted me like that. He got permission.
Have you considered my servant Rhonda? Yeah, you know what? Everybody try that sometime. Have you considered my servant Solar? Say your name, because you never know what you will. But I
we love him like that. But if he take away everything, if he afflict, I mean, yeah.
Well, I want you to take a whole bunch of selfies today with your friends and your family that's here, but I usually give you a gift. And you said a word, and I see my selfie mama over there, right? She gonna laugh because she know. I got a gift for you today. You said the word devil. And many times we don't identify with what our devils are. So whatever your devil is, I'm dedicating this to you. And yes, it's coming out in March, so get ready for the EP. I told that mean old devil, won't back a ball for me. I said, I told that mean old devil, won't back a ball for me. You see, you stole my money and you took my car. Mean old devil, you done stole so much from me, you won't make it far. Now, mean old devil, why don't you see my love for you? You see, you keep on hanging around, I'm gonna call them hounds on you. Now you stole my money and you done took my car. Now, mean old devil, you done stole so much from me, you won't make it far. Now let me tell you what that mean old devil found out. Mean old devil, you know I was raised by wolves. But you saw me as a lamb before, now I'm a ram with hooves. Now you invaded my love groove, and you turned me round. But mean old devil, I'm gonna stand right here on solid ground. So that's all I'm giving y'all for today. Y'all got about an EP to hear the rest. We gonna throw that mean old devil back up off of me. You know? And the things that we go through, it has to, whatever it is, it gotta be lifted. I wanna thank you so much. We gonna turn the music back on, because she said, listen, any kind of genre, right here at the 716 Selfie Museum, we wanna make sure that you're comfortable. Thank you for sitting on the stick couch with me on a Saturday night. I don't know, I got slimy. No. And we want to thank each and every single one of you. Make sure you continue to support. Give us that Cash App again.
$ Total Healing 23 for me.
And if you can't get in touch with her there, guess what? Y'all know where the community's door at, because I'm going to tap on her door and say, yup, make sure you support. So remember that. Peace and love.
Oh, that's nice.
I need your energy. I need your energy. This world is killing me. Light it up.